I don't know. I mean, it feels great to be the face, to be the one that's, standing up strong and being tough to handle all this and, face the adversity and lucky me getting to be a guy who comes in here and have success and I mean that's not luck, that's work. I worked for that and I love the boxing, the fighting style to the BKFC, but lucky me, like, you know, there's lots of good guys that fight in other organizations that are terrified of this. And I'm over here running the show. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for BKFC. I'm grateful for David Feldman, Dave Cranston. I'm grateful for everything that them and the fans have helped put all this together, all the sponsors who support and help us have this event, because what a job this is. You know what I mean? Like, to get to do this for my work, it's just the real difference is people want this entertainment, but people can't do this themselves. And I'm blessed and I'm grateful for God that He gave me the toughness and the tenacity and the will to be a great fighter.
Thanks, Ori. David, go ahead.
How you doing, Mike Perry? Good seeing you again. You're styling and profiling. Looking good, my brother. How are you?
Thank you. Is that Nardwar?
What's going on? So, my question for you is: you and Eddie Alvarez obviously have been very good at reinvention. Your last MMA fights were in 2021, and since then you're undefeated in bare knuckle. You become sort of the face of bare knuckle, considering you're undefeated. Eddie also has a win over Chad Mendez. How does it feel to fight another guy who is a master of reinvention and fight someone with such an exciting style just like yours?
Eddie, he's looking like he's gonna be tough. He looked like he trained for this. He knows what he's up against, I guess. And I really got to be on top of my game. I'm excited to go out there and have a battle, be faced against adversity. If he hits me, if he cuts me, if he hurts me, I got to stay tough, stay platinum, and keep coming at him. Platinum is one of the world's greatest conductors and absorbers, and I'm gonna absorb everything he has and give it back to him 100-fold, and I'm trying to knock him out, man. I want to see how many times he gets up.
Yeah. And even if you fell asleep in the ring, I don't think you're capable of putting on a boring fight. You have been in exciting fights throughout your entire career. If David said, hey, we're going to go full steam promotion and put the company on your back, would that add an extra layer of pressure, you being the poster child and you being pretty much the face of the brand and BKFC?
You said, would that take away from me? Or
no. Yeah. Would you feel an extra layer of pressure being the poster child? I mean, Conor McGregor came in the ring. That's a testament to your star power. I mean, would you feel an extra layer of pressure being the face of BKFC?
No, because I've been in the fight game in combat sports for quite some time now, and I've had lessons and I've been through ups and downs, and this is what we do it for, man, to get the credit and the respect that I deserve, and I'm finally getting it. I'm getting the money, I'm getting the attention, I'm getting the respect. I was up there on stage at the press conference, like what I was thinking. I was like, man, I feel like I don't have to say shit because everything's gonna speak for itself when I get in the ring on Saturday. But then I thought about it. So I asked Eddie a question. I said, well, what do you think you're going to do? So, it is. A lot of people like lots of parts of the fighting. I like the lights. I like the attention. I like the shit in my face. I'm trying to be famous and celeb status, I guess. I mean, I like the money more. And I do look pretty good on camera, but I love the fight. I love that shit.
Yeah, all facts. Thank you very much, Mr. Perry. You're the man.
Thank you, David. Damon Martin, go ahead, please.
Mike Perry, you said during the press conference you felt like Eddie Alvarez is here for a paycheck. What makes you say that?
I pissed him off a little bit with that one. He got a little upset with that one. So I just want him to come after me and not run and try to play a little game the whole time. And like, I want to battle, dude. I want to freaking fight, man. And no one, I guess that's not how you fight smart, but that's how I fight. I would meet someone in the middle and just stand there and swing. And we'll see. Eddie's looking strong, man. He put his little arm out, his little fat wrist. He has some big knuckles, so we'll see what happens, man. I'm really excited. I was just trying to piss him off to come after me. I want to fight him.
Obviously, you are a prize fighter in your own right, Mike, but, and you mentioned to me a couple of times, like, you want this to be Eddie's retirement fight. Do you feel like this is just kind of like, he's kind of riding out into the sunset with this fight? Like, this is just his way to make one last payday and getting out of the sport? Or how do you see him going into this?
No, Eddie's been in the game a long time. He's had a lots of ups and downs, and I'm just messing with him and trying to say anything. I mean, it would be nice to knock him out so bad he never fights again. Because he's up there saying that I can't box and shit like that. And like, bro, you're a casual, bro, as far as I'm concerned. So, I just got to go out there and do my job. And if I beat him like I want to, as long as I beat him, it should be like I want to. And, I don't know if he'll think about fighting again.
You're the man, Mike.
Thanks, Damon.
Thanks very much, Damon. Our next question comes from Dylan Boker. Once again, if you have questions for Platinum Mike Perry, please use the raise hand function. Go ahead, Dylan.
Hey there, Mike. Appreciate you making some time.
All right.
I guess my first question, because when we were talking in the lead up to this fight, there was some posturing from like Luis Palomino. You were kind of intimating that he was the backup fight, Alvarez fight. Like, what did you make of him being in the crowd for the media scrum?
Cool, man. Like, he wants to be here and watch the show and see the fight up close, and he's trying to ask for the fight and shit. And it's like, I guess that as the fighter, when you are the fighter and people ask about the fight after the fight that you're about to fight, you're like, dude, I'm just thinking about this fight, not really thinking about other shit. Like, I like that thing that guy said on JRE where he was like, what Royce Gracie was like, we don't make plans after the fight because we're fucking prepared to not be able to do anything after the fight because we're going to sacrifice everybody part if we have to get the victory. So, I mean, who the heck doesn't want to be here and watch this fight? I want to watch this fight, but I'm going to be in the fight, doing the fight. So,
yeah, and I guess like, oh, sorry, a bit of a delay on my end. I guess one of the things I was going to ask about, because like there seemed to be, some level of intimating that you thought Eddie Alvarez might have been using some sort of performance enhancers ahead of this one. Is that like a bit of a mind game, or is that like a genuine observation, I guess?
I don't know. I don't know if he is or if he isn't. He did look his little forearm, and he looks strong, and he looks bigger than he's ever been. Like, how'd he just make 155 not long ago? And my shit is all natural diet. Like, my shit is clean, and I'm about as fit as you can be on a clean, natural diet and exercise and boxing. So, I do my road work, and he was sweating crazy, and his nipples was hard. I don't care. I don't know or care. I would like to know after if he was. They're like, hey, Mike, Eddie was on steroids, but you still beat him. So, hey, let's tell the world that I beat this guy. Everybody can think what they want anyways. I got to go out there and I got to fight this guy. I feel like who knows if I have ever fought anyone on steroids? Who knows if I've never fought anyone on steroids? I know for a fact that I've trained with people that are juice to the gills, and shit, I put the hands on them, so it doesn't really make a difference. I'm just trying to say anything to get them a little pissed off and want to come after me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I guess just my last question here while I have you, because like in some of the interviews you were talking about how like one of the first fights you ever saw was with Eddie Alvarez. Like your dad was watching a fight on the couch, but you seem like very squarely focused ahead of this one. Do you have to compartmentalize certain things in this one, being that Eddie is like a guy that, in a sense, almost kind of got you into combat sports? You seem like very, I guess, compartmentalized and focused.
Yeah, I think about when George St. Pierre said that about Matt Hughes, or like there was other fighters, right? And um, that, you know, it's really cool. It's kind of surreal to have an opportunity. I saw this guy it's like 20 years ago, bro, on TV, or it was like more than 20 years ago, and he was fighting in Bodog. And what I remember, I feel like he sucked then. He was falling down. So as much as I'm saying he sucks, this is gonna be light work, baby. Lightweight, baby. Like Randy or Ronnie Coleman. I gotta believe in myself. I think I'm so good at boxing with 16-ounce gloves and headgear on. So with no gloves, we seen what I did. I destroyed Luke's mouth, ripped his lips through his teeth, knocked a few of them out. Eddie's gotta stay active. He's gotta be on his bike in the ring. He's gotta clinch me. I'm gonna punch him if he clinches me and holds on to me. It's boxing, I saw Eddie do MMA, and he is more of a mixed martial artist, but I think I'm better than him as an athlete in combat, period. I think I have more of the things that he never did.
Thank you very much, Dylan. Our next question comes from Micah Franco from ESPN Albuquerque. Go ahead, Micah.
Hi, Mike. Wanted to ask you about the 10 pounds. We have Eddie coming up in weight. How do you feel that's going to affect his performance? You think that's going to slow him down or hamper him in any way?
Yeah, thinking about it now, I'm like, he just fought Chad at 165. How's he so big now? Like, how much does he weigh? How much is he going to weigh? How much weight is he cutting tonight? That's the question. Is he 185 right now and he plans to cut 10 pounds because it'll be easy and fall right off of him? I'm cutting like 3 or 4 pounds tonight. And I feel like I'm going to put on 20 pounds once I get to eat. It's weird to me that he just fought because I could not make 65, dude. There's no way I can make 65. I couldn't make 70 again. 75 is like killing me right now. So, I just got to let my performance speak.
We've seen you in there against MVP, against Rockhold, and now Alvarez. 3 drastically different styles. Did the approach in training or the selection of bodies that you wanted to use in sparring, did that alter much for this fight for Eddie?
Oh man. I didn't really try to find a guy that might be like anything like Eddie Alvarez. I did try to spar some guys that were a little bit shorter, but then I probably got my best rounds. And when I say best rounds, I mean had my most trouble with Lyoto Machida. And Lyoto was sparring me southpaw. He's taller, totally different style. And he hit me hard a few times, and I ate that shit and kept coming after him. I was trying to get him, and then I had another sparring session with him where I fixed all of that. I saw everything that maybe he wanted to do, and was able to get my boxing going on him. And in my opinion, that's a much bigger, tougher fighter than Eddie Alvarez. And it's not just because he's taller. It's like Lyoto fights really smart. He's 45 years old and he's sharp as a whip. And he looks great and such a smart guy. So, I just tried to have the hardest rounds that I could, train and train smart. I didn't just beat on my body. I prepared myself to be in peak physical condition and be ready for anything Eddie Alvarez has.
Do you have any kind of inclination for what the next step looks like? We've seen Dave Mandel try to call you out in person. Luis is there at the press conference. A lot of people have associated you as the face of the promotion. Are you already brainstorming on what the next chapter looks like after you're the official King of Violence champion?
A little bit, I feel like where I want to direct my attention is towards a name is, a high level boxer. And someone like, these guys, they want to think that they're above this, but then when someone calls and offers them a paycheck, that they're like, wow, that's actually on the table. That's a possibility. Oh, but it's bare knuckle. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't think I can do that. Like, but then again, that's what's great about the Alvarez fight is because he has experience in bare knuckle. He had a bare knuckle fight against a little scrapper, Chad. So, but he's a littler guy. So, whatever, I hate to do that. I hate to say whoever they want to put in front of me, but like, I'm going to be the king, bro. Like, I'm the king, bro. So, like, that's the thing about the king, baby, is they ain't going to want this smoke. There's a couple guys who have the dream to be king because they've been doing this bare knuckle game, but like, they haven't gotten anywhere with it. And what none of these guys seem to understand is that I went somewhere that they did not. And the other guy, too. I knocked him out twice, bro. He's got to eat that for the rest of the time. So, like, if it comes to my desk, please believe I have money to get here. I will sign. Like Eddie said, actually, I thought Eddie's response to Palomino was very smart. The company offers it, this and that. It's like, yeah, we're not calling you guys out. What do we get from it? I want to call somebody out that I might get something from it. But then after this, it's like every time I fight in bare knuckle, I'm like, who the hell am I going to fight next? And bare knuckle figures it out, dude. They come up with one. You're like, whoa.
Mike, we're going to let you get out of here. Thank you very much for your time and best wishes on Saturday night.
Thank you guys, man. I really appreciate it. Shout out Platinum Nation, baby. Thanks, man.